Hi guys, how are y'all doing? And thank you so much for coming by.
Good. We're doing
Thank you
really
for
good.
having us.
Yeah,
for
thank you
having
so
us.
much. We are really humbled and honored to be
So
on the
tell
show.
me all about yourselves and what y'all do.
I think we start with, of course, what we do. Kaizen Fitness, the whole brand, is something that came about because of the need for everyone to be continuously getting better at their health and fitness. So, Kaizen in itself, as I'm sure most people already know, is the Japanese management philosophy of continuously getting better. Because no matter who we are, what we do, wherever we are, there's always room for growth and improvement. So, that's what this brand is about. That's why this brand came into existence, because we see a need for there to be people who are able to guide people in an integrative process, of course, getting feedback from people. What do they need? What is the next step for them? What is the next level for them?
Right.
And then, of course, it's our responsibility to make sure that we guide them and support them to go that journey.
Yeah.
So that's what basically we are all about.
Kaizen Fitness. I really like the name. Like, did you
Thank
initially
you.
think about it, or were there other options?
Well, we were toying with different names and different
Names.
Yeah.
ideas and all of that, but then Kaizen just stuck on.
Seemed
and
to be
yeah.
in line
It's
with
very
what we
unique.
But
believe.
we wanted
yeah.
to.
Right.
Yes.
So what really inspired you to start this up?
What really inspired us to start this was we felt that there was a major void in the type of training and the service that we provide in the market.
Right.
So we were working together at a previous organization, and then it came to a point where we thought, like, why don't we diversify ourselves, and why don't we move out and see to again serve people and just
Right.
help them get better. So
Right.
yeah, that is when we decided to move out and start on our own.
Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously there's quite a lot of fitness companies out there here in Sri Lanka, a lot of startups. What would you say is something that makes you stand out?
Well, I think where we would stand out is again how we try to get, whoever who comes to us, we have a standard process of basically we would initially assess the client, try to get an understanding
Right.
where they stand, what their fitness level is, and not just their fitness. What kind of a lifestyle are they living? How much time do they actually have to dedicate to health and fitness? Right? And what we do and where we differentiate is we try to create a program that supports them rather than gets in the way of them. So it's not like they've got to revolutionize their lives and change everything to make time for fitness, but rather how can we, in the most productive manner, right? How can we save time for them and make fitness something that is inclusive in their lifestyles and not something that sort of gets in the way of their lives.
Right.
So and then again, once we're done assessing the clients, that's when we would go back into the boardroom and we'd come up with a sort of a program or a regiment or routine that supports them and helps them reach the goals that they want. And from that point onwards, it's our responsibility, like I said, to guide them, coach them, and give them all the resources, the space, the facility, the advice, all of that, everything that they need for them to grow from where they are continuously, as we say, Kaizen.
It's very interesting. Kaizen is pretty much there in
Aptly.
everything. Yeah.
Yes.
So
It is.
basically, when did you guys start about, and like where are y'all based and all of that? Let me know.
We started off in October last year.
Okay.
And we are based in Cooperative down Duplication Road. And yeah, so now for this October, it's about a year.
Congratulations.
Thank you
guys.
so much.
Thank
Thank you.
And are you guys happy with where you are right now after a year?
Definitely, I have to say, because starting out was not easy, and that's not something that's special to us. I think that's the
Yes,
case for
yes,
anybody starting out,
obviously.
right? And there's a lot of uncertainty, a lot of questions, fear, all of that. But thankfully, the main thing is we too have grown continuously
Yes.
from where we were, right? So
Yes.
I think we're very happy. But is there room for improvement? Always.
Definitely.
All right. So since you guys have pretty much been through a lot in the coming year, was there any challenging moment that you would like to highlight when starting up your company?
Absolutely. When starting up, for anyone to start up something, there's always self-doubt also that creeps
Yeah.
in. However much you are confident, there's always that little bit of that little
The little
person at
voice.
the little person at the back of your head that keeps pushing doubt in. But doubt is one thing. Then finances is something else. If we can sustain and if we can grow or something else. But thankfully, we were pushing each other and we were eliminating that little voice away from our heads.
Right.
And we have to be grateful to the people that stuck by us, that had faith in
100%.
us, that showed that showed their support to us for us to start. And yeah, we've done pretty well, I must say.
That's good. And was
Thank
there
you.
ever a hardest decision that you had to make?
Well, for us personally, I think the whole switch, because we were working before in an organization, but then the decision to actually move out and
Right.
start on our own, I think
All
that
right,
was
okay.
probably the biggest
Yes,
decision
yes.
that we made. Yeah, the most challenging, I'd say. Definitely.
Challenging, okay, yeah, obviously. And it's something fresh as well. So were you
Absolutely,
guys
yes.
always together as a team? Like, how did you guys put it into practice? Do you remember the times that you all actually started?
Well, so we were working at this previous company for about 5 years.
Yeah.
So like we were both new into the industry. And so like, I mean, from day one, we have like always been working together because like we were the ones that were doing the coaching.
Okay.
So like, we were always, in interaction with each other. And then, I mean, it kind of just fell in place, like, where you click with
Yeah.
someone else and like,
Yes.
you can read their minds kind of thing. Like, even like, today I say half a sentence and he completes it. And that's the very thing that I was thinking
Yes.
of.
On the same
Yes,
Definitely,
wavelength.
yes.
That's good.
So-
That's
For sure.
always
So I mean,
important for a
absolutely.
partner.
So I mean, over time that built, but yes, we were working quite closely
Quite closely, yeah.
Yeah.
from back then. Yes.
That's good. That's awesome. And was it difficult for you financially initially to start up Kaizen?
Well, I think for any company, especially in Sri Lanka, to start off, in the current, being in a growing economy, we know there are challenges that everyone faces. Again, we're not special in that sense. We face the same challenges as everyone, but I think where we actually were blessed was that we had a community of people who truly believed in us and trusted us, and they were willing to give us the support that we needed. So I think that strength eliminated a lot of the doubt and uncertainty that we had. And to date, we are so grateful to all of those people who stood by us and still are.
Still are with us. Yes.
Alright. So when it comes to finance, was banking any helpful? Were the banks helpful in any way to help you guys?
Well, we didn't actually approach banks, so I don't think it's fair for us to, put them down or praise them. We actually went to people who were dear to us and near to us because we needed somebody who trusted that,
Right.
we could do this.
Yeah, true.
Someone who believed that we'd be able to both, get this baby off the ground and running, and also return whatever the funds that we borrowed. And I think month on month, Darren and I worked really hard on paying back what we earned, but we never regret it, and we're so grateful to all of them who
Okay.
made it possible, And for them, the collateral was simply our personal brands, I'd say, like who Darren is and who I am, and they had faith and trust in that, which we are very humbled about, and we're very thankful to them for that.
Yeah, I'm absolutely loving your story, and the fact that you guys did this together, I'm actually curious, who has been your biggest support system so far?
Biggest support system. Well, that's a very good question because, like, I mean, biggest I would say is family,
Family.
because they are the ones who
100%.
they were like right behind us from the beginning, and then obviously then our friends, our family, then also the people that were behind us who gave us their word and who came to us
Right.
for training, and
Yeah.
people. So it ranges from
Okay.
from family, I would say, to friends, to it's a
It's a long list.
It's a long list, yes.
And I'm assuming now that you guys have a little bit of a success as well. What would be your definition of success?
Well, as an organization, for us, our success is the success that we see in our clients. And like we mentioned, around our philosophy, around our branding, around the origin of this company, as long as our clients are continuously getting better. Because we have people who, have been growing over the years, and some people might look at them and think, you know what, maybe it's not that much of a change.
Right.
But being really close to our clients and knowing what they're going through, because, like we always say, fitness is something we do to lead a better life. We do not live to come to the gym, right? And at least that's the majority of our clients. So our clients, when they come to us and tell us, hey, look, I have more energy throughout the day. My energy, my mood is better. I can do more, and that alone for us is progress. It may not be showing on the scale. It may not even be showing in your clothes, right? Let's assume it doesn't. But the quality of their lives are getting better every single day. And for us, that is what success is.
Kaizen.
Kaizen,
Easy.
exactly.
Now, of course, for Kaizen, what is a marketing strategy that you rely on up to this day?
To be honest. We don't do much
We really need to up our marketing game.
Yes.
I think we're overly focused with our clients, of course, but then I think we have the standard Instagram page and
Yes.
Facebook page and all of that. And we try our best to, get some content out there, but it's not really easy when you are sort of 100% in there with your clients, involved with them,
because
kind of thing.
we do everything from the training to everything. So, yes, it is important to spend time in your marketing, but when you have to get down and dirty with everything, it is a bit tough.
It is a bit tough.
But
And
yeah,
to be
but
honest,
we are trying.
our clients, there are also people who move out in society. So when
Correct.
people see them, they ask, hey, I'm seeing, making progress. What's the story? What's happening?
Yeah.
And I think those few words that they speak, it sells way better than
Than doing
any Google ad
yeah.
or any Instagram
Than
promotion.
doing any
so I
big
think-
promotion,
Right. So yeah, your work actually speaks for itself that way. Yeah.
We try to make it that way.
we invest in the work and hope
Yes,
that it
hope.
speaks.
Okay, so guys, let's get into some fun questions. Now that you guys are pretty much your own boss, would you ever work for someone?
No.
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 Straight up.
Respectfully,
Respectfully,
no. As in,
I was like, I'm gonna take a minute. I was like, no.
As like, no, but I'm on the same page with him 100% because we were very clear on why we ventured out on our own. And it was nothing to do with there not being good companies or good, in our specific industry. Not that there aren't other good gyms or training. It's nothing like that, right? Everybody's given their 100%, doing their best. But for us, we're sort of really hard on values and we're non-negotiable on it.
Absolutely, yes.
So we felt that, look, if we want to go somewhere else and try to, set our values as the company values, not that it can't be done,
Right.
but it's going to take a lot longer. And
Yeah.
since we were in a position where we could start off and we had the added advantage of running our value system in the organization where
And
we...
it so happened that our values
Exactly,
coincided,
right? Like he
you know,
was
so, yeah.
mentioning earlier, we just clicked, right? And for us, it was all about the client. And that was a common value that we had. And we go, as far as we need to get the
Alright.
job done.
Yeah.
So we were able to start an organization with a value system that we believe in. We champion those values. And because of that, no matter how hard it gets to maintain those values, we're 100% dedicated and committed to making sure that we uphold those values. So just because of that reason, I'd say no, we'd rather remain here where we can sort of set the tone for the organization.
But
yeah.
giving respect to all the previous bosses that I've
100%.
worked under, I've learned
Yeah.
I've learned
A
a
lot.
lot
A
from
lot.
them, from my
Okay.
corporate bosses to from everyone.
Everyone.
Basically, yes, I've learned a lot. So yes, I am who I am
Because of them. Exactly.
So yeah, giving due respect to them, I wouldn't work any under boss.
That's a really
Yeah.
good answer. I mean, I
Yeah.
can already tell you guys are so passionate about this.
Yes.
So this question might vary for Darren or Shoaib. Like both of you might have different answers, but what really gets you up in the morning?
For me, it's not allowing that client at 5:30 a.m. to wait even a single minute. So yeah, to be honest, I keep about 2-3 alarms just so
To
that I
make
make
sure.
sure that I am there
For the first
for the
client?
first client every morning.
Yeah,
Okay.
100%. And I think while our answers might differ, it's
It's
kind
pretty
of
much
like
the same.
pretty much the same because what gets us up in the morning is knowing that there are people out there who are waiting for us to come and help them become the best
Exactly,
version of
yeah.
themselves. So if we
They're relying on you.
oversleep, slow does their progress. So
Right.
for us, that's what
first
gets us up in the morning. That's what keeps us driven. Regardless of how tired we might be or how much we've got going on. Like Darren mentioned,
Yes.
we do everything A to Z in the company, right?
Nice.
Everything.
That's
So
amazing.
it is tiring and
Yeah.
it can
It
be
is,
overwhelming.
yes.
It can be a lot. And we've got our lives outside of the company as well.
Yeah.
Family,
Which we have
friends.
to balance.
Exactly, right? And all of that plays
Sometimes
an important
balancing
role.
is tougher than actually working.
Yeah. So, and then, Darren and I both believe that balance is really important in being the best person at work as well.
Yeah.
It's not about just doing your job only
Right.
because that really restricts you as a person, how you can grow in every area of your life and you bring that value back to your clients.
Yeah.
Right? You bring that in, the way you turn up, the way you talk, the way you interact with your clients, all of that matters. So
Yeah.
for us, that's what, gets us going. That's what keeps us pushing ourselves so we can help our community grow.
Awesome. So now the show, of course, here is called The Founder. And we actually throw this question around, like if you ever had the opportunity to sit down at a dinner with a founder of your liking, who would it be?
Mine would be Ben Bruno. Ben Bruno is a strength and conditioning coach in the US. He coaches top-notch celebrities and all of that. So what I love most about him is his knowledge and also his wit.
Okay.
And I love how he puts things in perspective and how he says it as it is.
Oh, fun.
So,
I need to check out this guy.
so yes, I would love to sit down and learn more about him and be entertained with his wit as well. Yeah,
100%, yeah.
So I'm
Definitely.
assuming you're the same as well, or
Yes, most definitely. I think in terms of founders that we'd love to sit down in this industry, I think there are some really, how do I say it, knowledgeable and experienced
Right.
individuals out there. But moving out of the industry, someone personally that I would love to, and especially the reason I'd go to him is because his advice is applicable across industries and
Right.
across professions.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's none other than Simon Sinek. I'm sure a lot of people have heard about him. And he's somebody who always harps on the fact that always find your why. In other words, your purpose,
yeah.
right?
Oh, absolutely.
Why are you
Yeah.
in existence? Why are you alive? Why do you do what you do? And that's kind of what we encourage our clients to understand as
Why?
well.
Okay.
And if someone comes to you and be like, I want to lose weight. Oh, great. Why do you
Why?
want to lose weight? Because weight is just one indicator, right? But so because of that reason and because of the philosophy that he thrives on and drives and talks about and the books he's authored, all of that, because of that, I'd love to sit down with him and understand how he drives culture and values in organizations, because I think that's applicable 100% to our industry, but then again to anyone as well.
Okay, so the wonderful place that we are at is the Colombo Cooperative, and they're all about providing modern workspaces for companies of all sizes, small to big. And they actually have a question for you guys. They would like to know what community means to you and how do you build it?
Well, I mean, like we mentioned, I think before as well, community is everything in Kaizen Fitness to us, because the friendships and the camaraderie in the gym is not just Darren and I, and not just
It's not,
us with
not
our
only
clients.
limited to the gym.
It's
Right.
everybody, right?
Everybody.
We have fun at the gym. We go for days where we're all playing cricket together. There are days that we're eating in the gym.
Okay.
All kinds of things.
We host, sports
We host
events.
sports events. We
fun.
meet up to watch
Screenings.
World Cup matches.
Yeah.
It's a community beyond just dumbbells and kettlebells and benches.
Working out and sweating out.
Sweating out, yeah. There's a lot
Right.
more to
Okay.
fitness than just that, right? So to answer your question, community is everything, right? Community
Right.
is everything. Not just the way we treat our clients, but the way our clients treat each other as well. And equally how they're there for us,
Right.
right? Beyond the gym.
Yeah.
And community is everything, because at the end of the day, nobody, like no great company, founder, whoever, did it on their own,
Right.
Nobody did it alone, no matter if
True.
they even portrayed to be so, right?
So they would
And
do it,
we,
yeah.
exactly, so we're really humbled by the fact, right? And we're so grateful and thankful again to all of our clients out there, because
Right.
they are the ones who make our community.
Sure.
They are the ones who make this worth doing, right? So I'd say community is everything for us.
It is everything, yes.
Now, okay, supposing I want to be a part of your community, I want to join your weight, and I say, hey guys, I want to lose weight. How does it all start? How would you get me on a program and all of that? Like, this is also speaking for anyone out there who wants to join you guys.
Well, give us a call. Come meet us at the gym. Let's have a chat.
Okay.
Again, it's the why. So people, some want to lose weight, some want to get bigger, some want to get fitter, and some want to do it in quick time.
Yeah,
So
lose weight in 4 weeks.
exactly. So the meeting and the discussing part is where we give them knowledge on how things can't be done in certain
Right.
ways,
Okay.
and so we just give them a brief overview of how it is, how it
Right.
will work, and then once we get a rough idea of the client, then we will just speak to them and see what works for them, because
them,
again,
yes.
the workout shouldn't determine the rest of their
Right.
day.
Yeah, like for example, I'm a really busy person. How do I get a workout in?
Exactly.
Exactly.
So I mean, we have to come to that agreement how you can fit in an exercise
Okay.
to your day,
Right.
and how that workout doesn't hinder anything else. So once we once we discuss all of that, then it's just
Okay.
starting and working out.
And do you guys have like diet plans, diet meals, or anything that you would advise?
Yes. So well, technically, being not being a dietitian or a diet coach, you can't give a diet plan.
Right.
But well, a lot of people do that. But what we do is we just
Right here.
exactly. But it's up to each person to take
Right.
it the way they want to. But what we do is we just advise them on what you can do and
What you can do.
what you should do and what you shouldn't do.
Right.
And because I mean, just a bit of advice can make a difference.
A difference. Exactly.
Yes. So we will advise them on what they can do, what they can't do, what they should be eating, what they shouldn't be eating. But
We don't want to sort of
don't want to-
confine it to a plan, you know.
Correct,
Right.
Eat
correct.
this at this time, eat this at this time, you know.
It's
That's
flexible.
that's
Yes,
not what we do.
yes.
yeah.
So for everyone watching out there, of course, our wonderful, of course, followers and everyone who wants to basically be like you, who wants to make their own plan and start up, is there any kind of advice that you would give them? Like maybe they just have an idea and not really sure how to implement it.
So I think referring specifically to what Darren and I went through is we always had aspirations someday to have our own organization.
Yeah.
And we allowed a lot of, how can I say it? We allowed society in general to tell us that there was time. Like, there's no rush, don't do it now. Work a little longer, wait a little longer. But what we realized is, you've got to, if you're passionate about something, right? Like, don't be completely blinded, of course. Don't just suddenly quit everything and drop everything and start your own
Start your own
company.
thing, yeah.
Be logical, do your homework, do your background checks, make sure you can sustain it. For example, if you've got people depending on you, you can't just be selfish and drop everything and go start your own company. But it can be done, right? It can be done. And the best way to get started is just get started.
get started.
Get started,
Yeah.
right? Just get
You
started.
wouldn't
That's the
know-
hardest part.
That's
right?
the hardest part.
Absolutely.
And like I think Steve Jobs said that you can only connect the dots looking back, right? And that makes so much sense. Some of the things we did then we thought were the best decisions for Kaizen Fitness. But now we're like, it's kind of good that we didn't actually do that,
Do
you know?
that, yeah.
But at that time, that was the best piece of information we had. We trusted our gut, we did our homework, and we executed. We fail, we learn, we grow, we move on. That's it. Just get started.
Yeah, that's some really good advice. So thank you so much, guys, for joining me
Thank
today.
you for having us.
Yeah, and of course you gotta go check out Kaizen Fitness. These guys are gonna be training over there and doing everything. And yeah, I'll join, and I'll see you actually next time on The Family.